We bought a car with a set of 330mm Vari discs and 6-pot calipers. We bought a set of aluminium 7R carriers that we milled out and machined on our CNC mold. We had to design and fabricate a new bracket for the Vari caliper to the 7R carrier, and we were very happy with the clearances and weight of the assembly. Here you can see the 7R carrier with the BC shocks versus the 8L carrier with the BC shocks.
So this is the first test fit of the aluminium carriers on my S3. So first impressions, we're going to definitely extend the control arms to the bottom. We are now currently on, doesn't look so on the camera, but I think it's 0.5 positive camber. We have definitely moved the wheel a little bit forward, so we've got a bit more caster. The carrier's geometry doesn't look bad at all, with the needed mods that I need to do. At the top, I'm definitely going to have to do some nice camber slots that will also help bringing the wheel in a bit more. I am thinking of actually lifting the front control arm mount point a little bit higher to help with the camber angles and the control arm angle, so as the suspension compression actually works the camber very nicely. So far so good. I was expecting to build new arms, so there's nothing new for me, and even the subframe I was thinking of doing the tubular, so once again no biggie. I just did this quick mock-up just to have an idea of where we are and how much do we have to move. I have put, I only have a set of 17s Audi wheels here, 45 ET, and it's a 7J I think. Currently, as it is, we have 16 millimeters of clearance on the shock at the top. So the wheel can go a little bit in, or a wider wheel can go in, and we can play with the ETs a bit. And currently we didn't run any spaces, so we're going to try to get away from spaces as far as I can, but obviously sometimes you don't have an option. But yeah, let's see. How's it guys? What's summer afternoon here in Johannesburg? We had some rain a bit earlier on, but now it's getting hot again. We are trying to do our best to get some parts done on the S3. Going slowly, since I only mostly work on it in after hours. So yeah, let's see what we have been doing. Let's right, so front suspension, subframe is in. So had a look at this, the top shock mounts and what's available as a bolt-on solution. I don't really like the small aluminium ones you put in. It gives you maybe a degree of camber if you're lucky, and not very, and the caster is still in the same place. So what have I done? Drilled all the spots, welds off. Remove this piece. This is about a 3mm pressed steel cup, and basically the whole car's weight is resting on this lip here. And then obviously those 3 bolts are normally for the strut brace. So yeah, that's out. Then I went ahead and cut this hole a little bit bigger, the center hole, and I made a plate that goes onto the inside of it, and I've drilled more holes into the plate, and we weld all of them into space. Basically we've moved caster. The shock tower went 15 mils back that way, and we got 34 mils adjustment that way for camber. So we can get right into the corner now where I want to be. I will do another weld right there as well, and I will maybe as well underneath give it a run as well, especially this side where all the weight's going to be. The plate that we made, just going to walk to the other side. So one plate is in. Say hi, Vian. Hello.
Hello.
On his cell phone as normal. No, sorry, wrong place. Let's just come out of the CNC. So as you can see, it's quite a big plate, it goes in nicely. So that little circle there is basically where on the edge of my welding. So this is how much place we have to put the extra welds on. And yeah, so it's already done. I must just break the tabs off and then I can remove the disc. Anyway, next up, shock. I need to make my top pillow bearing seats for the coil overs. Sorry, I'm just going to head back this way. And then I can mount the shock in to check where we are. So this is shock we were using, 7R carriers, S3 BC shocks. That will be my ideal ride height, and I'm just busy with a bearing for here to go into my adjustable camber slots. Anyway, have a lucky one, guys.